Boston. Besides avoiding the overstated acrimony and understated hassle of an arbitration hearing, the Red Sox on Friday arrived in a potentially helpful position for the rest of their offseason. They know where they stand in terms of financial commitments as they pursue relief pitchers. By settling on a salary with all their arbitration-eligible players, the Sox have cost certainty. Unlike this time last year, there's no situation to prepare for where Mookie Betts could make one of two of dollar figures in 2019, several millions apart, the scenario the Sox faced with their star right fielder, and to a lesser extent anyone else, had they not reached an agreement. Betts, the reigning American League MVP, will in fact make $20 million in 2019, a record for a player arbitration eligible for the second time, but by settling on a figure with all 12 players, a few were already handled earlier this offseason, leaving 9 to be made official on Friday. The Sox also know how much daylight they have, roughly, between their current payroll and the highest luxury tax threshold of $246 million. More Red Sox stocks couldn't find a JBJ trade to their liking. While no public estimate is ever exactly accurate, Cots Contracts pegs the Sox at being at roughly $238 million for luxury tax purposes in 2017. The salaries the Sox settled on Friday keep that number in line, going by the Cots estimate. Average annual value is what matters in luxury tax calculations, not the actual salary that year. Is it the end of the world if the Sox surpass the highest luxury tax again in 2019, as they did in 2018? No. It might even be likely, given the state of their bullpen. But whatever the case ends up being, any negotiation they undertake from here on out is a little easier for them, because there's no surprises waiting on an arbitration case yet to be settled. The optics of avoiding any hearings are good for the Sox. There was a little hubbub in the fan and media sphere last year when the Sox and Betts went to an arbitration hearing. The notion was that the Red Sox, who have long a track record of almost always settling with a player before a hearing, were essentially angering their best talent needlessly. In reality, the Sox were playing along with the system. Betts won his case, life went on. Going to a hearing again this year, 2 years in a row, probably would have been gratuitous, though, particularly after Betts not only won an MVP award, but the Sox also won the World Series. Click here to download the new My Teams app by NBC Sports. Receive comprehensive coverage of your teams and stream the Celtics easily on your device. Friday, Jan. 11 is a sneaky important date on the Boston Red Sox's off-season calendar. Major league clubs have until 1 p.m. Eastern Time on Friday to agree to 2019 contract terms with their arbitration-eligible players. If the two sides can't come to terms, a panel of arbitrators will rule on that player's salary in a February hearing. But this year around, the Sox won't be heading to any hearings, agreeing to terms on one-year deals with all of those players. How Red Sox tried to lower Betts' 2018 salary and arbitration below are the contract statuses for all 12 players, which we'll update throughout the day. Of Mookie Betts' second year of arbitration, signed for $20 million, SS Xander Bogaerts' third year of arbitration, signed for $12 million, of Jackie Bradley Jr. second year of arbitration, signed for $8.55 million, Util Brockholt, third year of arbitration, signed for $3.575 million, C. Sandy Leon, second year of arbitration, signed for $2.475 million, C. Blake Swihart, first year of arbitration, signed for $910,000, P. Eduardo Rodriguez, first year of arbitration, signed for $4.3 million, P. Matt Barnes, first year of arbitration, signed for $1.6 million, P. Stephen Wright, second year of arbitration, signed for $1.375 million, P. Tyler Thornburg, third year of arbitration, signed for $1.75 million, P. Heath Hembree, first year of arbitration, signed for $1.31 million, P. Brandon Workman, second year of arbitration, signed for $1.15 million. Click here to download the new My Teams app by NBC Sports. Receive comprehensive coverage of your teams and stream the Celtics easily on your device. The New York Yankees are set to pay a new infielder 8 figures, but it's not Manny Machado. The Yankees and free agent second baseman DJ LeMahieu have agreed to a 2-year contract worth $24 million, The Athletic's Ken Rosenthal reported Friday. Yes Network's Jack Curry was the first to report the news. LeMahieu now is the second middle infielder to sign with the Yankees this offseason after Troy Tulowitzki. So, does this mean New York has given up hope of landing Machado in free agency after reportedly being on the superstars shortlist? Not entirely, but it certainly doesn't help the club's chances in Manny Machado market. With DJ LeMahieu nearing a 2-year deal with Yankees, Machado's chances of going to New York have narrowed further. At MLB Network at MLB, John Morosi, at John Morosi, January 11, 2019 It would be foolish to ever count out the New York Yankees on a player of Manny Machado's caliber. But if they are indeed planning on bringing Machado into the fold, they're going to need to move an infielder, because LeMahieu, Gregorius, Torres, Tulowitzki and Andujar as a glut. Jeff Passan, at Jeff Passan, January 11, 2019 The Yankees indeed will be stacked up the middle even if they don't sign Machado. LeMahieu has blossomed into one of baseball's best second basemen, winning 3 Gold Gloves and earning 2 All-Star nods for the Colorado Rockies since 2014. The 30-year-old hit just .276 last season but eclipsed the .300 mark in each of the previous 3 seasons and won the National League batting title in 2016. New York has a talented young second baseman in Gleyber Torres but could move LeMahieu to shortstop while Didi Gregorius recovers from Tommy John surgery. LeMahieu also has experience at third base, so Brian Cashman could opt to trade Miguel Andujar to make room there. As for Machado, the Philadelphia Phillies notably hired the All-Star's former third base coach and mentor on the Baltimore Orioles on Friday. And yes, perhaps not so coincidentally, was a mentor for Manny Machado. https://t.co/Zambuaj4RV, Bob Nightingale, at B. Nightingale, January 11, 2019 In short, it's looking like the Boston Red Sox won't have to see their nemesis go their arch-rival. Click here to download the new My Teams app by NBC Sports. Receive comprehensive coverage of your teams and stream the Celtics easily on your device.